Hi, I'm Ruth Pomeroy from Fairbanks, Alaska. I'm the activities manager at Denali Center, a long-term care facility. My Eden moment today is about the difference between process and program and why that difference is important. Let me tell you a story and even sing you part of a song today. So I woke up with insomnia the other night with a song playing in my head. I just heard it on my way home from work the day before. Trivia note, it's by Five-Man Electrical Band. It goes. Signs, signs everywhere, signs blocking out the scenery, breaking my mind. Do this, don't do that, can't you read the signs? So I started thinking about this Eden moment and how that song applies. All those signs, those roadblocks, they're breaking up the scenery. The scenery, that's a life worth living. At this point, many programs for activities are not working in these times because of the restrictions we must adhere to for infection control. We must focus on our process of how to create a meaningful life in these times. So I laid in bed thinking about the day I had. I was disappointed in not getting enough done, not seeing enough people, not being more than I could be. My activities department has spent the last 3 months, these COVID times, adapting, being creative, doing the best to meet the needs. We're keeping creating our new programming or activities within the compliance and safety protocols. The process of how we create meaning in these days needs to continue to be at the forefront. As that song buzzed in my head that night, I thought about the differences between programs and processes that are going on at Denali Center. Let's define and explain these words real fast. So a definition of the word program is to arrange according to a plan or schedule, or it could be an activity or a presentation. This fits perfectly into the medical model. It's clean, it has measurement with a particular goal. It's also typically a one-size-fits-all kind of fix. The normal activity calendar is a perfect example of programs, activities, good stuff. It's documentable, things happen every day. Contrast that now with the definition of process, which is to perform a series of operations in order to change or preserve. A process is more of a guide, an outline to achieving a goal with the ability to flex as you go. It's knowing that life is messy and that you must concentrate more on the journey than the destination. If COVID restrictions prevent you from bringing elders together to have fun, then you have to bring the fun to them wherever they are. Fill the moments of the day with meaning. Look for the process to make the changes you need to ensure the quality of life for our elders. It doesn't have to be complicated. My belief is that starting very simple, very small is the key. Lean into our elders. I've had random conversation with elders and they amaze me sometimes. I've seen grace and calm from elders through this storm. They calm me with smiles returned or maybe a kiss blown my way. If I can be present and in the moment, everything's okay. Let Principle 2's keywords continue to guide you in your process. An elder-centered community commits to creating a human habitat where life revolves around close and continuing contact with people of all ages and abilities. It's these relationships that provide young and old alike to a pathway to a life worth living. Close and continuing contact must still happen even within the scope of 6 feet apart, masks, and whatever else is necessary. Creating a home, any home, takes time, but so much more so when there's institutional programming to overcome. We have plenty of these to consider right now. The PPE, isolation protocols, maintaining distance, but we must try. Mistakes are gonna happen, but these are the gifts that teach us, that help us grow. And we try again, we brainstorm new ways, and we keep the process going, always people first. Remember my insomnia song? At the end of that song, he sings about the collection plate being passed around, not having any money, and he writes a note that says the following: "Thank you, Lord, for thinking about me. I'm alive and doing fine." Woo! I'm grateful of where we are in the process of our journey. The process of creating relationships, being elder-centered, having a home or human habitat, and making a life worth living for everyone. If we can keep that in our process, it will help keep us grounded as we traverse these most challenging times. Thank you for listening today. This has been your Eden Moment.